what we're going to talk about is listening. That's what I want to speak on, okay? And I just wanted, that was my main thing. When I'm sitting there yesterday and I was thinking about all of it, the word that came to mind was listen. And the powerful word was listening, and how far it takes you, and what it has created even here. And that's something that stuck out to me. But this is what I read, and it makes sense of listening, because it's not listening just to listen. It's not listening to become a listener. That's what I was thinking. Listening could be Jesus himself said it. You hear me, but you're not listening. Yes, listening versus hearing. It's very, very different. And it makes sense with what I've told you guys. Even said it as can you guys recognize God in the battle? Can you guys recognize your season of harvest? Can you recognize your season of plant? Can you honestly recognize that? Can you recognize all that stuff there? Are you aware? Are you thinking? And that's where listening comes into play. This is what got me thinking, because how many of you are really listening to your calling in a way and where you are? And I think all of you are truly gifted. I mean, I hope I'm not bullshitting you on that after listening to all of you guys. And I see the trajectory, honestly. That's why I try to defend some of you guys. People try to put you in a box. I love all of you guys. I see you guys disagree, but people try to put you in a box. Fuck out of here. I see your trajectory for some of you guys. I know you're not going to stay in here. Your expectations, your guidance for your life, you haven't seen enough to see where you're really projected to go. And that's what it is, especially when equipped with knowledge, equipped with people around you. And that's why I feel very blessed. I have my set of gifts, my knowledge, but then I look back, I'm like, damn, I got people as crazy as I am. They're going to sit down with me for 16 hours, So it's very interesting. But this is what I read now, and I think you guys should listen to it. I think this is good for you. So let me read. This is from Ephesians 4. Unity in the body. Therefore, I, a prisoner for serving the Lord, beg you to lead a life worthy of your calling, for you have been called by God. Always be humble and gentle. Be patient with each other, making allowance for each other's faults because of your love. Make every effort to keep yourselves united in the Spirit, binding yourselves together with peace. For there is one body and one Spirit, just as you have been called to one glorious hope for the future. There is one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all, in all, and living through all. However, he has given each of you a special gift through the generosity of Christ. That is what the scriptures say. When he ascended to the heights, he led a crowd of captives and gave gifts to his people. Notice that it says he ascended. That clearly means that Christ also descended to our lowly world. And the same one who descended is the one who ascended higher than all the heavens, so he might fill the entire universe with himself. Now these are the gifts Christ gave to the church: the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, and the pastors and teachers. Their responsibility is to equip God's people to do his work and build up the church, the body of Christ. This will continue until we have all come to such unity in our faith and knowledge of God's Son that we will be mature in the Lord, measuring up to the full and complete standard of Christ. Then we will no longer be immature like children. We won't be tossed and blown about by every wind of new teaching. We will not be influenced when people try to trick us with lies so clever that they sound like the truth. Instead, we speak the truth in love, growing in every way more and more like Christ, who is the head of his body, the church. He makes the whole body fit together perfectly, as each part does its own special work. It helps the other parts grow so that the whole body is healthy and growing and full of love. Money. Fire, right? And isn't that funny? We did what we did yesterday. That's what I read. And that's what I was looking at. And I said, wow. And it stuck out. A few of those parts stuck out. That's what I'm saying. For some of the younger guys and everybody else. And again, that's why think about it. You're going to get what it says. He said, we will continue to come into such unity so that we will be mature in the Lord. It's maturity. Then he says, we will no longer be immature like children. We won't be tossed and turned and blown about every wind of teaching. Maturity, listening. Why am I saying that? It's very simple. That's what I saw yesterday. I got to listen and I got to see it. And some of you guys, we got to listen to people who were mature. And they built other people up. They were respective. And then in the same respect, I saw some people. I looked at them and I was like, damn, I see you're growing up in there. That's why I said don't hold people too accountable for some of this stuff now, because they're going to mature just like you have, and all of us have been there. That's why I remind some of you guys. That's why I say listen. Like, please listen to other people who are different than you, people who are younger, and actually listen to what they're saying, because give them that opportunity. Some of you may have a different role in the body. Maybe you have been more matured and you have more strength and muscle, and you could handle some things, and you could cognitively reason, and you could make decisions for yourself. But how are you making that attractive for other people? That's what I said earlier today. But think about that in general now. For everything to, we're all going to get to that point, and that's why it takes listening, and it obviously, what does it say? It takes peace, it takes unity, love, having this one isn't as motivational. This one isn't saying if you think about this and that. It's saying, it's saying understand your role, listen to what it is. Can you see where it is? And then at the same time, are you getting, what's your maturity level? How are you handling your opportunities and everything else? And that's what I'll tell you right now. Some of you think you're mature. I'm not talking about anything. I'm not here to say, okay, you make a joke, you get mad over something. No, that's not what it is. I really think what we saw yesterday showed it. It's listening. That's a level of maturity. That's where, again, in this body part, how does the body communicate? I love this verse because it says the body works together. The body, the head, the teeth, the arms, the legs. Body parts communicate. That's it. Otherwise, if the body parts don't communicate with each other, that's a disorder. It's called paralysis. You won't do anything. It's about listening. The arm has to listen to the leg. Everything has to listen to the mind. But listening. If there's a mistranslation, what happens? It stops working. So this is what I just thought about with yesterday. I really, really encourage you all to listen, and I hope you got to see what we did. I really do. I hope you got to listen to all of that. See, listen. And I hope I set a good example. I really do. Because I don't think you guys realize every single person there, I didn't cut anybody off. Everybody had full anonymity. I don't care what they said in the DMs prior. I don't care what they had. They got to come on. They got to do it. But did you know we let everybody talk? Do you guys understand that? Did you guys really get that? That there's people who, whether it was contrary to what I may have believed, what you have believed, anything, they got to sit there. If they wanted to talk for 2 minutes, they talked for 2 minutes. They wanted to talk for 20 minutes, they talked for 20 minutes. You want to talk about people LGBTQ, you want to talk about the media, the corruption, you want to talk about the riots, protests, anything. But I hope you guys realize, look at how we've all been drawing together. Look at how all the beautiful people. But yeah, for a dictatorship, not bad. But I hope you realize that what it comes down to is again, we're trading, we're working. Look, in this setting, I can't listen to all of you besides the chat. But you should always try to listen, and I try to listen. That's how we get plays. That's how we get news. But do you see that? The power and importance of listening, because what we learned from it, every time they got to talk, you got to learn more about it, but you didn't really get the full picture until it was all said and done. And at the end of the day, you realized it's like, why are we all here? Isn't that crazy? Because if you only listen to the first part, you don't know why they were there. Spy's moving a little bit. Hold on. 3 minutes ago, Trump wins Maine's 2nd district for one electoral. So watch out. See if this develops. But if you didn't listen to if you only listened to the first part or the end of a thing, it's easy to judge people. Very, very easy to judge everybody in the chat. But most of you were all pleasantly surprised to be like, oh, wow, this was, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Spy's picking up here, guys. That's almost That's a point? That's a point and a half. That's a point and a half in 2 minutes. Something, hold up. I'm not seeing any news. So, we'll see. There's no other news, but like I'm saying, man, you guys, that showed us a lot in how you listen and everybody else out there. You know, the point I'm trying to tell you guys is listen and listen to each other, and you'll see it didn't hurt any of you. The part I loved about it most, I said it earlier today, I had an opportunity to make you guys listen to stuff that I know some of you didn't like. And I didn't do it to make you mad. I didn't do it to piss you off. I did it for this reason, because I don't know with some of you guys, I hope you realize, like, even if you think, some of you think people are brainwashed. Some of you think that that these people are like this. Like, can you not hear it in their voice? Not that they're brainwashed, but can you not hear that they're a human? Like, can you really not hear the fact that they believed in something, regardless of what it is? You don't know how they got there or anything. Come on. If you really believe someone got brainwashed into something, you should be able to brainwash them out of it. Will it help somebody if you call them crazy and they were crazy? You know, I admitted I passed up on a play and I said it, and then someone says, humble yourself. It's like, what's that going to do for me? I am. You could call me crazy, or you could listen. You could talk. And that's yeah, there is a lot. You could say red pill, blue pill. That's why we took them both, baby. We took it both. Don't feel guilty. Fuck that. I'm not doing this to make you feel guilty. Nobody should feel guilty. It's not. You should be excited, because I'm excited. I got to see it. I got to see the opportunity. I got to see, wow, when we listen, when we get to listen and you get to see how people are, I said, damn, these are active minds. People are seeking. You did not come to this stream. You did not end up on that phone call if you were not seeking something. Oh, come on. Come on. But the question is listening. Because I'm telling you, if you didn't listen, you cheated yourself on it. It's just like the long term. Isn't that funny? That's exactly what this rant started with before. I said, shout out to the people who actually listened to the long term. Just listening goes a long way. If you just listen to the idea of the long term, it should logically make sense. But you have to, if you don't know the full story, the long term makes no sense. It really doesn't. It doesn't make sense why we have a cult. It doesn't make sense why all these people are here. Why would people, like, why do you like this guy? I don't get what he's doing. Like, why? It won't make sense if you're not listening. None of it will. But it's the same thing with people. And I hope you guys, that, you know, for me, I only hope because I want you guys to don't get cheated out of your opportunity to build connections or to even keep your peace. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I got to make you guys listen to stuff. And for some of you, that was your first time having to, think about it. How many of you live in your little bubble? That's it. You only talk to people like you. You only talk to people that agree with you. You only look at the news that you like, anything, whatever it may be. And I'm sorry if some of you had to listen to stuff that was really disturbing to you. But at the end of the day, you got to get a little bit out of there. And when you listen, I listen to every single person. I hope you know that. That's why I could ask the questions I asked. Every single call that yesterday, I listened to what they said. I brought it into the next one. I try to even rephrase what they said to actually, I was like, is this what you're trying to say to me? Is this what you're trying to say to the people? And having that ability to listen, I was able to see a lot more from it. I was able to get a lot from it. So I hope you guys did too. And I hope you are, it's something that I hope you saw that they were human. I hope you really, really saw that. And that people are here for the same reason you are. But at the same time, A lot of you guys are similar, and a lot of it, if it's not about fighting something that is contrary to your belief. And I'm not one to say, I'm not saying entertain bullshit. I hope you know that. When it comes to listening, that's the thing. Some of you shouldn't, it's just, I don't want to say you shouldn't listen, but I hope you understand it doesn't mean entertain bullshit. I genuinely, people were saying stuff I didn't like. Some of you guys thought people were doing this and that, whatever it may have been, but I was more concerned that it was somebody calling it. It was somebody in chat. And it was somebody that was, they wanted to say something. I don't care what it was. Do you see what I'm saying with that? But it's not about, don't get it twisted and think, okay, I'm going to entertain bullshit concepts and I'm going to have to entertain everything. No, it is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. And that's what I'm trying to say, though. But a lot of you are making judgments and thoughts without the listening. It's the mark of an educated mind to listen to an idea without accepting it. Some of you are accepting a conclusion about another person, place, being, the world, everything, but you're not listening. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's where we need to take it to the next level. And that's where I hope some of you realize, because now think about it. All working together in one. We do work together here in many different ways. People with news, people take the plays, people post the plays, people do all sorts of stuff. People are funny. Some people give news, politics, they're serious, anything. It could be whatever it is. We work together. You guys are seeing it every single day. How do thousands of people stay here all the damn time? So, man, I want you guys to take the most out of this in your local community and where you're at and the people around you in your life. This is philo, man. Build up relationships, build up networking and do that, but it's not going to happen by not listening. Seek. That was yesterday's philosophy. Seek. You cannot seek if you didn't listen. You have to listen to God. You guys get that? You realize that's why some people, think about it, they don't want to listen to God. They don't want to listen to this. It's kind of crazy. We get in a little box and bubble. We don't want to listen. That's it. We turn off. So that's what I got out of it, though. But everything I got out of it was beautiful. I don't know if you could take it sounding negative, but all I got out of it was like, whoa, we're sitting on a gold mine of opportunity to be able to listen to people. And the fact we've already listened to people doesn't mean we're not changing anything. We're doing that, but I saw it. And then the fact that we have humans, real ass people who are clearly seeking something, and they've came here. Some of you guys were like this, and then you switch. Some people were like this. Some people are young. Some people are older. But it even says it in the Bible, bro. What did it say? He said, then we will be mature in the Lord. You guys get that? You will be mature. He said, then we will no longer be. We will no longer be. Did you get that? You get the rhetoric of that? It's implying that you're not. Saying once you have unity and faith and knowledge of God, then it's saying, then you will be mature. You could listen, then you will be mature. Some of you have a mature education, immature listening, but that's why I'm excited. You guys see what I'm saying? I'm not throwing shade. I'm saying I'm excited. Because that means all of us together with how we've been doing a lot of this stuff, the philos, the talking, all of this, we have an opportunity to be mature about it. We will no longer be. And it's funny because this is what it explains. And under this context, it's literally saying you will no longer be this. That means everybody is. That means a lot of people are like that. That means when we listen to people, why are we judging them so quickly when we used to be more like them than you are today? Have you thought about that? That's what I thought about, and that's why I was like, wow. The opportunity, I'm telling you, you know how many people called in yesterday? Come on, think about it. Some of you are getting so worked up because it was a counter to your opinion. How many do you think those people are going to have the same opinions? You think all the 18-year-olds who called in by the time they're 28, you think they're going to think the same way? Come on. You think they're guys, that's it? You think, come on. Did you not change in 10 years? When you were 18 to 28, you don't like different things? You didn't start behaving differently? Your priorities changed? No. You will no longer be. Listen. Everybody has a path. Everybody has a process. Everybody has their timeline. Everyone's going to get there. One level or another. Your job is to listen to other people so you can understand their path and their road they're on. And you can learn from maybe their road too. Doesn't mean you have to take their directions. You guys get that? You could listen to what they have to say, but maybe your map and compass is, you're like, hey, that's cool. I see where you're going. Awesome. Be careful. You see, instead of telling them you're a bad driver, you could tell them to be careful, or maybe just give them a good insurance card. They may say, oh, yeah, I'm going down here. I'm doing this. I love this. It's great. It's great. You should come here. Oh, no. You don't have to take their directions. But you got to listen. Because sometimes you may be on your road, even though you've taken a lot of good steps. You've been on a good path. Last thing you want to do is run into a ditch and someone was telling you, but you didn't listen because you only listened to the first part of that, what they said, or you looked at the car they were in, you looked at the road they were on, and you judged them. And you didn't listen to all of it. And then actually, when you actually realize the whole situation, it's not that they were on a different road than you. They may have ran into that ditch and they're making a U-turn and you're watching them on their way back while they're running into it. Isn't the irony? They're trying to tell you, but you saw them on one road. They're trying to tell you, no. I hit that road. I'm coming back. You shouldn't go there. You're like, oh, you're on that road. Don't talk to me. That makes sense? I hope it does. And that's why the thing I said, be quick to listen and slow to speak, Eagle. Tell them. That's what I kept saying. Be quick to listen. Isn't it funny? And we all want quick money. We all love it fast. That's what spazzes out and makes people not get on the long term. They want it so fast. I don't think there's any other term, if anybody could verify it. Where else in the Bible does it say to be quick about anything? I don't think it says it anywhere in the Bible to do anything quick, except for turn from your ways, turn from your negative ways, and be quick to listen. That's when it tells you to be quick. So just ask yourself this at every moment. Next time, here's my reminder for you. Here's my practicality for you to make this applicable. The minute somebody says something that maybe you don't like, that maybe you don't agree with, I'm not telling you to entertain bullshit. I'm not. But I'm also not telling you to be an egotistical prick. I'm also telling you to not dismiss people. The practicality is, if you see any of that stuff, all you got to ask yourself, am I being quick to listen or am I being quick to speak? And just because you don't open up your mouth, if you start thinking while other people are talking, and you're like, just ask yourself, am I being quick to listen? Especially some of you believe in God, honestly. Some of you really believe in God. That's why stuff upsets you when other people do that. Listen to the book. It says be quick to listen. Literally, ask, are you listening to people? Are you listening? And it goes a long way. And that's why I'm saying all of this is positive. This isn't a philosophy where I could tell you it based on a negative thing happening. This was just very simple. This was like, I started listening to one. I started listening to the other. I started listening to the Chad. And then holy crap, one after the other. And then everyone was so different, but so similar. The attitude, the hunger, you could hear that people wanted to speak. They wanted to say something. They believed something. Some people had notes. Some people knew it off the top of their head. Everything. The more we started listening, I realized, I was like, dude, this is crazy. You got to hear different backgrounds, different ages. All of you are changing every single day, especially in this environment. When all you're getting presented with financial information at the speed, everything. You are growing every day. So can you listen and see that in the people around you and even your community, low key? Y'all got local communities, people around you. This is one of your local communities. That's why you need unity. Honestly, it's the best thing we got. That's it. There's a reason people copy our rules. People want to be like it. That's fine. But it's just it's a game changer. It's because you guys are genuinely all educated. You guys are all from different backgrounds. And it is so diverse, you cannot get that. But we have to listen. And that's what I think this is why I'm trying to tell you it. Because if I wasn't listening to you guys, that's why it hit me really hard yesterday. Because I was like, damn, if I didn't really listen to people, and I hope you don't, some of you are opportunists. When I say, I'm not going to listen to your ideas. Okay? This isn't me saying listening to, you should do this, you should do that. Don't be a witch. No. I'm saying actually just genuinely listening to people and what they have to say about how they feel with what's going on. Just on a day-to-day. And then about the long term. And then, you see what I'm saying? Just genuinely how they feel about it. What's their perspective? Again, not listen on what I need to do. Everyone wants to tell you what to do. You see what I'm saying? You guys want to tell people what to do. You want to tell me what to do. Fuck out of here. Y'all, we need to listen. So, I realized, that's why I was like, man, if I didn't listen to some people here, and if I don't listen to people, it's crazy because this wouldn't be like this. God be the glory. I'll give God the credit, but come on. How in the world did all of you unique-ass, different, diverse people come in here? At one point, something listened to you. Somebody, whether it was me, someone something. I spoke to you and you listened. But there was something that brought it all here. And again, without listening, it wouldn't be possible. Without listening, you wouldn't have a long term. Without listening, you fuckers. Do you know what this stream is without listening? Let me show you. This is what this stream is without listening. Oh, is he in the bathroom? Is he gone? Is he in the bathroom? Where is he? Is he on a break? Is he on a bathroom? Is he muted? I can't hear. Is it updated? Dude, it's nothing without listening. Yeah, I get it. I'm yoked. I'm ripped. You're not looking at me. Yeah, you may get to look at the trades and see it, but I move too fast, honestly. Most of you wouldn't even see it. Without listening, it's nothing. So what are you guys doing? That's why some of you it's amazing. You love listening to me. But why not anybody else? Why not the people around you? And I'm giving you a crash course at listening every day with me. And some of you don't listen all the way. You hear me, but you don't listen. But just understand how powerful it is. Where it will take you guys individually and all of us together and everything, but that the power in that is huge. Okay, and stop telling people what to do. Stop trying to force your will on them. Try to listen to somebody before you tell them what to do. Listen to 10 things before you tell them what to do. I didn't tell anybody I said people go vote. I just wanted to know who you were voting for. That's it. I wanted to know why you feel like that. Why? Oh, you think it's like this, but why? Just why? I want to hear it. And the more we know, but don't let the devil fool you or anybody to not think, because again, it's like, why did today? They say long term. Y'all support each other. Y'all agree on some stuff and disagree on any, and that's okay. Y'all know it's okay to be different with that. It's just about, is it genuinely caring or not? That's what it comes down to. That's literally what it is. We may have differences of opinion. Do you care or not? That's how I determine it. That's why. Why are you here and what's your focus? But it starts with listening. And honestly, whether you listen more or less depends on how much you get out of it. But I hope you see the opportunity, because I love it and I know listening is difficult. But I'm excited and I saw the opportunity being there. There's a reason why I was there for so long yesterday. That's what I'm saying. Don't tell me I don't care. Honestly, you can't. Because that's why I think I care more after that too. Because I didn't know, and that's why I want to listen more. But again, understand though, it's not. It gets difficult. But where the potential that we're sitting on with some of you guys and where you're going, it's amazing. But like I said, don't force it on anybody. Your job is to love people. Your job is to show love and let them come around to what it is. You know, and if you really care about people, you shouldn't care to listen to call them dumb or call them stupid. You should genuinely listen so you could understand them. Nobody listen to the long term. You guys didn't understand it. Some of you did, some of you didn't. Some of you it made sense. But ultimately, what attracted you to it was the example. I made a literal example. And I literally gave you an example of what to do. How to do it. Full-on example. The most stubborn of stubborn, whether you believed in Trump, Biden, anything. When it was all said and done, you may not have listened initially, but the example that was set, that's what mattered. So some of you, if you truly care about spreading the truth, you truly care about these people, you care about these, like honestly, you care about the youth of America, for real. You're a patriot. You care about the youth of America. Stop calling them dumb. Stop calling them this, stop that. Start becoming attractive. It's the example that is set forth. Because that long term was a great example. All it took was 10%. And then you're on board. I made you want to do it. I didn't make you do it. You understand that? But with all the nonsense coming out of people's mouths, how do you know who to listen to and how do we know what's fact and fiction? Amen. Practicality. Simple. You don't know anything, don't speak. Listen. Keep listening. That's it. That's the whole idea. So much noise, so many things. That means we should do a lot more listening than talking. That means when you listen to something that goes contrary to your belief, before jumping, wait. Think about it. But it's not, you don't need to even tell them. But again, I didn't make you do it. You wanted to do it. That's what you saw. So that's what I'm saying. Some of you, please, if you really do care, you care about this country, you care about people, you say you care about Chad, all that. It's not about pointing fingers. It's not about, that means you didn't listen. You see what I'm saying? I can't listen to you and I'm not inspired by you if you didn't listen because you don't care what I have to say. Why am I going to listen to you? You don't listen to me. Do you get that? Because I know some of you care and you have good hearts. But man, you're telling me that's what free thinking looks like? I'm good, G. See what I'm saying? I'm good. That's what free thinking is. I'm straight. I'm gonna be like you. I'm straight. No, thank you. I'd rather be a fool, but at least I don't put people down like that. That's why at least I'd rather be a fool, and I'd rather know nothing and be brainwashed than hurt people. So if you care, just act like you give a shit. Just listen. The tongue is evil. Said many times. It could destroy things. It could build things. That's why be quick to listen. Again, I'm not telling you to accept bullshit. I'm not telling you deal with little fuckers and deal with people who are this and that. But at the same time, how much do you care? That's it. If you don't really care, then that's it. Just back out. You can't care enough to talk shit, but not care enough to sit there and listen to somebody who has. That's it. This isn't a boxing match. So, I'm excited. I'm excited because I see the opportunity in here. And and above all else, the level of listeners in here, I love you and thank you. You guys listen to each other. Some of you shown love regardless of anything. Like literally regardless of anything, and it's so commendable and it is so refreshing. And I feel so great about it to know that if I was surrounded by 10, 100 people like that I knew genuinely that I could have these discussions with, where I could have freedom, where I'm not told what to do. I'm not placed in your damn box. I'm not judged by you with your eyes, your words, your little side-eye comments. Like, dude, 10 of those people, I'd be happy. 100, but the fact that there's thousands, that's insane. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's an opportunity. And you know, a lot of you guys say you guys want to inspire, you want to make change, you want to do stuff, but like it starts with that. Like all of you have an opportunity to do it. And some people who think it's like, oh, I'm going to go create this, I'm going to go make this. No, like how are you treating people like even here? You got thousands. That's why I said it the other day. I said, I'm so grateful for the opportunity that you guys have created for me because I get to share with people every day. I could talk about God. I could talk about critical thinking. I could talk about philosophy. I could talk about economics. Literally, we could help people think, expand their minds. That's why I'm like, damn, I love it. Thank you. You all have that opportunity here. So I'm really excited. And I hope you are too. Because we saw the entertainment, the excitement, the overall joy in what it did, you know, all of us collectively. I thought it was beautiful. And a lot of people did too, man. I went to sleep very, very happy. And it was because we took a good opportunity to listen, and we genuinely listened. And shout out to those who did it. So that's your philosophy. That is your reminder. Listen. And the practicality, be quick to listen. That's all I want you to say. That's all I want you to think about before you speak, before you open your mouth, before you type, before you attack. Just listen. I know what you think about me. I know what you think about them. It's easy to judge, dude. So much harder to listen, and listen doesn't require any movement. It's crazy. So remind yourself that practically. Just ask yourself, am I listening? Am I being quick to listen, or am I being quick to speak? That's it. How does the silent majority have to listen? Do you believe in God? It sounds like you don't, believe it or not. Because your job is not to slam the gavel on people. God is the judge. You're so worried about people's actions, that means you are not placing priority on God. Have faith. Your job is to love people. That's it. It's very simple. And it requires listening. Don't tell me you love me and care. How do some of you want the best for me, but you won't listen? That's the problem with the youth right now. That's the problem with communities that don't feel like they're getting, because nobody's listening. Because we all have a damn keyboard. You can't tell me you love me if you haven't listened to me for a minute. But how about this? I'm just asking you to, that's it. You guys didn't hear that yesterday? You see, I'm not, and look at, you think you've heard everything. You hear me all the time. I'm not here to jump on a side and say, this is that, now it's like this. No, it's like, y'all didn't hear that on the phone. Y'all didn't hear people who just wanted to be heard. And you didn't hear that they just wanted that somebody to understand and talk. You didn't get that. And then you didn't get that they represented a lot of you. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I love it though. That's why it was so beautiful. Some of you we're here for a united reason. Our interest group is stocks, equities, money, wealth, real estate, sure. But I understand for some people they understand. And then a lot of people, the respect I got from some of you guys, the emails and everything, because I think you guys got the visual of it yesterday. And some people were able to say, damn, like, all right. It's just, at least, we'll listen to a degree. I know it's a dictatorship. I'm going to ban you. It's if you break the rules. That's all. We have a system in place that got us here. I'm not changing it. That's why I believe in the Constitution. The rules in the chat may not make sense, but the Constitution may seem outdated at times. But it's what got us here. I'm going to stick with what got me here, because guess what? What got me here got me on the phone with beautiful people. It got me to listen. It got other people to listen. It got us here. But listening is key. If you didn't listen, you wouldn't have known about me. You would have, imagine, every stream you clicked on of mine without your speakers on, it would be boring. It would be nothing. So listen, man. For real. Y'all want to change the world. Y'all want to inspire. Y'all love this country. You say you love each other. You say you want to help people. I'm not talking Republican or Democrat. All of you. Because everyone says love each other, love each other, love each other, love each other. Are you listening to each other? Are you listening, or do you keep listening when you get offended? Do you keep listening when you may not agree? Do you keep listening if somebody says something and it makes you smarter than them? So think about that. And that's the reminder. And I'll end it with this point too. If you want to invalidate the message of what I just said and go and find and point out a time where I don't listen and this and that, don't confuse the messenger with the message. That's the devil trying to stop you from a breakthrough. I hope you all listen to this. I know I'm not perfect. I give philo for me. It helps all of us in the same way. Don't forget that. It's about, is the concept good or not? Fuck whatever I've done. I tried, and I did good yesterday. But we got to keep going forward. But the question is this not a concept that we need? Is it not based in love? Would it not create a good effect for everybody? So I don't care what other people don't fucking do. I care what you do, especially if you're going to call yourself Chad, Colt, this and that. Listen, show love. And it's not even about a title. It's so you guys could take it to the next level. And again, become mature, become strong, be as powerful mentally as the long term, be able to make decisions, to not get tossed and turned with the wind, and ultimately grounded in peace. And that's how you keep it, baby. So always remind yourself, moving forward, and especially in these next days, just ask yourself, am I being quick to listen? Or am I already speaking? Okay? But that is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile. Press hi chat. X out the chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Second link for the nightly watch is the main channel. First link for the Scream Alerts Bootcamp and Real Estate course. Follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity. Keep it positive and respectful. New guys, don't be too shy to say hi or too high to say shy. Code loves you. I love you.